Human heart is a muscular organ which is protected within the rib cage. The heart is divided into four chambers. The two upper chambers are called as atrium, such as right atrium and left atrium, and the two lower chambers are called as ventricles, such as right ventricle and left ventricle. There is a valve present between right atrium and right ventricle is called as tricuspid valve, and another valve is present between left atrium and left ventricle is called as bicuspid valve. First, the deoxygenated blood enters into right atrium through superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Then blood flows from right atrium to right ventricle through the open tricuspid valve. When the right ventricle is completely filled with deoxygenated blood, then the tricuspid valve shuts. Then deoxygenated blood leaves the right ventricle through the pulmonary valve into the pulmonary artery for oxygenation. Now, the deoxygenated blood converted into the oxygenated blood inside the lungs. Now, oxygenated blood enters into the left atrium through the pulmonary veins. Then, oxygenated blood flows from left atrium to left ventricle through the open bicuspid valve. When the left ventricle is completely filled with oxygenated blood, then the bicuspid valve shuts. Then blood leaves the left ventricle through the aortic valve into the aorta and the body. In this process, the heart functions continuously. Now, we will go about discuss the path of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood inside the heart. First, the deoxygenated blood enters through the inferior and superior vena cava to the right atrium. Then blood flows from right atrium to right ventricle through the tricuspid valve. Then blood leaves the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery through the pulmonary valve. Now, the oxygenated blood enters through the pulmonary vein to the left atrium. Now, oxygenated blood flows from left atrium to left ventricle through the bicuspid valve. Then, the oxygenated blood leaves the left ventricle to the aorta through the aortic valve. Then, the oxygenated blood spreads all over the body. In this process, the heart functioning continuously. Hence, it is a continuous process. Do subscribe our channel for more updates.